Okay, yes, second year commerce. Today we are going to talk about a new topic in negotiable instrument 1, chapter number 9, that is advantages of check. So these are advantages written in your book. We'll start one by one. We will discuss all advantages one by one. First advantage is bank as witness. The bank is considered as witness of the amount drawn from the bank because it keeps or maintains the record of all the payments and receipts. In a banking system, every bank has a computerized modern system. When you draw amount from your account and when you deposit amount into your account, bank keeps all the record in their system. They pay the high amount to IT firms and they develop the system in their banks that keeps all the transactions record. Then easy payment in the growing business, cash payment is considered as difficult. Using check is more convenient. And what are the risks associated with cash payments? We discussed many times in the class. Difficulty of counting cash, difficulty of withdrawing cash from the bank and making the payment, and again risk of theft, risk of lost, keeping the cash into the safe lockers. So there are many, problems associated with cash payments. So in the all business transactions, every businessman prefer to make the check payments. Safe mode of payment. A party consider a payment by check must be safer due to less chance of fraud and denial in future. Like when all the transactions are recorded in the bank, so the person who gets the payment never refuse, there, because there is a record in a bank in the form of bank statement. When you take the bank statement from the bank, there are all debits and credits written in that bank statement. So when you show that bank statement to any person, so they cannot deny that we received the payment. Come to the fourth advantage of a check. Check provides less expensive mode of payment. It's very easy to just take out your checkbook, write the payment amount, date, beneficiary name, make sure you have written the amount in words and figures correctly and signed by the drawer, and then you can give the check to the beneficiary. Moving on to the advantages of a check, there is one advantage that is easily transferable. A huge amount can be transferred easily and safely from one place to another through check. We can transfer money from one city to another city, from one account to another account, even from one country to another country. Problem of money deficiency. If there is a deficiency of money in the country, the use of check for the settlement of transactions can resolve that deficiency. Now, we all know that by using check, we are not using the money. So, money will be credited into the account from the buyer to seller. Amount will transfer from the buyer's account to the seller's account. Movement of money, we don't need a physical money. So, trade development. The free use of check not only resulted in domestic trade, but international trade is also boosted. Yes, when we make the payment through letter of credit, we secure our payment. As we discussed earlier, that letter of credit is also a credit instrument. It is written by importers bank on exporters bank. So for the trade development, credit creation, check is the credit instrument and it plays a vital role in credit creation process. Remember in chapter number 3 when we studied the chapter commercial bank, there was a topic in the chapter credit creation. A loan of a one bank is the deposit of another bank. Depositing money with the help of check creates a credit creation. If you will use the cash in the business, then the credit creation process will not be generated. This is the process only generated when we deposit the amounts into our accounts by using checks. Now, lost check. If the check is lost or stolen, then the drawer means the account holder of a check can avoid the loss by giving immediate notice to the bank. Yes, it is possible whenever you lost a check or your check has been stolen, immediately inform the bank. Bank will stop that payment. That specific check bank will stop in their systems. Whenever that stolen check will be presented in the bank counter or in the clearing, bank will make the stop payment, okay, and immediately inform the drawer or as per the instruction of drawer. We make the check payment and it is a very time saving. We know that carrying cash is a very difficult. Settlement of business transactions through checks saves time of businessmen. Because of this, they can give a good care of their business. Making the record of payment, the payment given, payment received is easy to maintain because when we get a bank statement from the bank, they keep all the record. Even like a businessman doesn't want to keep all the record himself because bank is also keeping. You just get the bank statement and then bank statement is your record. So this is one of the advantage that it saves the time making the payment through checks. Source of income for government. The government increases its revenue by charging excise duty on every paid check. Yes, there is an excise duty. There is a tax on a check payment in Pakistan, not here in Bahrain. But in Pakistan, when we withdraw money 50,000 and above from once in a day, there is a tax on that excess amount withdraw more than 50,000, then government will charge a tax on the excess amount. Now, growth of banking, the more use of check, if we will make more payment using checks, this will expand the business of bank, yes, which will result in strong banking system. So it means if more people are using maintaining account in the bank, more people are using check, so bank is earning more, giving more services, taking more charges from the customers. In this way, there is a growth of banking system. Okay, now moving on, source of income for the bank, as I told you, when you make the receipts, when you make the payments using check, customer pay bank charges also. When you take a bank statement from the bank, when you will request a bank to issue another checkbook, so bank will also earn. In this way, on each transaction, bank will charge commissions also, which is considered a source of income for the bank. Easy handling. It is very easy to write a check for millions of rupees in a deal as compared to hold and count cash. We all know that we can write million, billion, thousands, and hundred of thousands easily in words and figures. But making this payment with physical money, it's very difficult, and it is impossible in the business world. So these are the advantages of a check. From one, heading number one, bank as witness, easy payment. It's a safe mode, less expensive, easily transferable. Resolves the problem of money deficiency in the country, trade development, credit created with these help of. If we will use more credit instruments, more credit creation will be in the country, and lost check easily reported to the bank. It saves the time for the businessmen. It is a source of income for government also. If we will use more check, more credit instruments, banking sector will grow. Source of income for the bank because when we do more transactions, we will check more checkbooks from the bank. We will request bank statements from the bank and more other services. So it will also income. It will also generate the income for the bank. And easily handling, as you know, physical money handling is always difficult than handling of a check.